Hi there, welcome to the stream. We're on part 3 of this playthrough of a no starter ship in very high difficulty, but not permadeath. So I may die, but I can keep going and looking for a ship. So let's just get back onto the planet. You know, it's a kind of dry, hot planet with occasional firestorms. The carbon is just tiny little plants. They're quite hard to hit. The rest of it's just dry and salty. I'm here in a cave just trying to stay safe because the heat just gets me every time, and I need to dig out cobalt to make batteries for my hazard protection. And I'm just going to be heading east. That's my direction of choice. Looking out for buildings, looking out for settlements, looking out for crash ships, seeing if there's some way I can, you know, get to... Hang on, I'm just going to log into my YouTube channel on my tablet so I can see if there's any in chat. It's highly unlikely, but you never know, and I want to just be there just to say hi in case there is. Just want to get this going. Piece of push. Here we go. It's the old stream. Where's the latest one? There we go. Right, we're in. Sorry about that delay. Anyway, there's no one in chat, so it's not like I missed speaking to you guys. Just going to get a load more of this cobalt because the actual batteries, when you're in this difficult mode, the batteries don't last long. You need 2 batteries to fill up your hazard protection fully. When you play in normal mode, it's just about 1 battery to fill it right back up, I think. And it probably takes more cobalt to make a battery in this mode as well. So I just want to be fully protected, at least for the next bit of travelling across the planet, so I can not worry too much about suddenly dying like last time. Yeah, so just treat this video as sort of, if you're into grinding and meditation, that's what this playthrough is going to be a bit like. Just on one planet, just hoping amongst hope that we're going to finally get a ship. I've never done one of these starter ship playthroughs before, or starter ship challenges, even offline. So it's kind of new to me. I just seen other people doing it, and I like the idea as a mission because it involves that early type part of the game where you're more vulnerable and at risk, and that's kind of more exciting than when you're all tooled up and everything's just running smoothly. This part of the game where you're trying to survive in a hazardous environment, that's always an enjoyable challenge. And as you play the game and get stronger, that challenge disappears, and I feel like Hello Games in some ways they brought in you get the combat with you know, all sorts of things you have to fight. But it's not the same as like just you versus the elements, and you've got no shields, not much power, and it would be good if there were parts where you end up losing temporarily, at least on certain planets, all of your strengths, and you have to do a bit more survival, like in late game. I think that would be a nice addition to the game, to kind of, because at the moment you just get this thrill at the beginning of the game. And once you're tooled up, it's sort of gone. All right, east. Let's head east. Just got to remember to pick up bits and pieces as I go, because every little helps. And what I also want to pick up are I've got to try and remember to pick up these buried modules, because they can be worth quite a bit of money. If I collect enough and sell them, then I'm good for buying a ship if I need to. It's going to be either a bought ship or a crash ship. I'm also looking for damaged machinery, because that might give me an upgrade of some sort. You know, like a extra strong shield or something, which would be useful. Some protection. I think I've got the volume of the voice turned down, so I didn't really hear her say that I was running low there, so I've got to watch out for that, because I don't want to... I've got enough batteries to be going on with, but I don't want to get to a point where I don't realise that I'm damaging myself. It's nice in this light. Oh, so there's just a few peaks in the distance. The thing with No Man's Sky is every planet, even if you think it's a bit dull at first, these days, because of the improved graphical quality and texture and so on, and terrain, every planet has the moments where it has a lot of beauty. If you give a planet the time, normally we just dash from planet, we planet hop. But when you give a planet a time, you can kind of bond with it a little bit better, and you kind of get that touch. Now, oh, sentinels! I haven't really had a sentinel come after me, and that was my first spot of a sentinel. Normally on your starter planet, the sentinels kind of leave you alone, and I'm hoping that's going to be the case here. Though I'm playing on a difficulty that suggests that everything's kind of like out to get you. So I can't be too reliant on that. Every now and then I've got to do a scan, see if I can find a building, or a point of interest is what they call it, isn't it? Point of interest. I'll just get to this slight bridge here and see if I can see a point of interest. See, that's not how you look at point of interest. Don't. I just have to hold down this kind of scan and look for a. See what I can find. How far is that? I might just take that buried module. Thermal protection is perpetually falling. Now my shield's quite low. I think what must have happened is that I've been getting hit by... I've been running out of hazard protection without noticing it. And my actual shield's gone down a bit, but it's building back up now. Thank goodness. Let's take this out. Let's get this buried technology module. You should be able to stand on top of it and take it out, but... Ring manipulator is empty. What's that? Let's see the what it is. My doodah. Where is it? Is it in the air? What's happened to it? I mean, I should be at the right spot for it. Sometimes these are like, you find these and they don't even exist, which is really quite annoying. I think this could be one of those. You get there and then there's just nothing around. This could be one of those. How can I manipulate? I just fully charged it and now it's saying it's empty again. Is there some bugs going on here? It's only got to 11%. But I've got... Normally that just charges right up. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on here. There are some strange bugs in this game. Maybe it's the mode I'm playing in. It's trying to calculate things and gets it wrong sometimes. Not sure. Right, let's head east. Let's not worry about that. Let's get back on track. Don't like that. The fact there's a sentinel tracking me. Don't really need that because I haven't got much shield at all. What can you do with that? There's a very different. I'll just avoid those technology modules for the time being because it could attract sentinel. I think I'm going to try and look out for damaged machinery because if I could get some shield, that would really be good. Extra shield, extra hazard protection as well. I think the sensor's watching me. It's still watching me. keep taking out all these hazardous plants, it might have a go. I do need them. What's up there? Looks like damaged machinery. Let's go and get that. Also pick this up. Please be something good. Take that. Just nanites. Right, let's go up to the mountain top, seeing as we're here. See what the view's like up there. Ooh, bit of sodium up near the peak, that's useful. Okay. Let's see what's in that. It might be something valuable. Let me see any crash ships. I don't think they would show up on this scan. They're just... There's my trade terminal back there. That's still showing. Crash ships wouldn't show up, I don't think. They could show up as a little... Because next to each crash ship is one of these... Not a humming sack. One of those little packs like that. Cargo drop. I don't know if that shows up where there's a crash ship or not. I'll have to check that. There's not one there, but let's just go up to this peak here. A gaze across the landscape. Might just... ships. Looking for miles, I can't see a thing. I can see for miles, but I can't see any crash ships. Good look from up here, but this view, lovely view from up here. Sorry, it's my alarm. My go to bed alarm. Nothing there. Never mind. At least when I'm in photo mode, my hazard protection doesn't really drop because Definitely didn't drop when we were in photo mode. That's good to know. And stop and think. If you get caught between a rock and a hard place, you can go into photo mode and see if you can spot a cave. Where that buried cache, those two buried caches are, you know, the question is, could there be ships there? Who knows? There's damaged machinery. In fact, there's nearly always damaged machinery where there's a ship as well, so I wonder if where there's damage. And there's that. There's always a buried cache by damaged machinery. I just remembered that. So wherever I get damaged machinery, I must remember to collect the buried cache. This little annoying thing watching me. But a salvage container you have to shoot out with a bolt caster, as far as I know. Bolt caster. Do I not have a bolt caster? Must have lost it when I died the last time. Kind of annoying. Heat's getting me. Just needs mending. I need nanotubes and metal. Let's just go over here first. I'm not in. I can't be bothered to make the bolt caster just now. If a sentinel comes to me, I'll just hide underground. I believe if you look at the face of one of these, there's always a buried cache just over here. There it is, you see? Always in the same location. Very technology module. And they're worth quite a bit, so I get to a terminal again, I'll be able to sell that. East. Well, it's not been too dramatic so far. It's been quite peaceful. I feel much more relaxed than the last play session. I was going to make some of those batteries. Can I not build more? I've got loads of cobalt. Oh, I need ferrite dust. Whoops. Alright. So what I'll do is slightly outrun the sentinel and get some ferrite dust. That's what I need to do. these plants are. There's a couple of interesting looking plants here. For cooking with, but they also do things like gives you life support power, and these ones give you hazard protection, so that's good. If I eat one of those, boosts my hazard protection. Sentinel. Sentinel. I need to find another building or a point of interest before the end of this session, but we'll go for that cargo drop just in case there's associated ship with it. Probably not, but you never know. Maybe a cave nearby. That's the cargo drop. Nothing else there really. Just need a little bit of luck. There's a cave I could stay in. Right, just want to see if I can get a bit further. It's a knowledge stone. Let's head for that. Interesting, there's a kind of brown earth crater here. Maybe a large asteroid fell here at some point. This crater. Wish there was a crashed ship in the middle of it. I haven't even come across... I haven't come across any buildings on this planet really. Seems pretty desolate. Much in the way of buildings. It's a bit unfortunate. It's me. Goodbye, Sentinel. Nothing to see here, mate. East. What can we do? Oh, damaged machinery, there we go. Cave entrance. Machinery. Be really good if this contains some kind of boost for my hazard protection, like hot planet hazard protection boost. This would be Get rid. Okay. Nice. It's the there it is. It's always one. Oh, there's another one over there. Might as well check it. Right, after I check this one, we're going to go to a cave and call it a night. Thanks for coming along with me on this very chilled little journey. Or no, of course. Let's modular. Let's find that. Might just do a little look. Obvious caves. Leaves no buildings. Nada. Let's keep going east and see what happens. Bound to be a little one. We're going to have to dump some of these things soon because I'll run out of slots. I'm getting a drop pod somewhere to build up my inventory, but I haven't seen anything. Really, watch out. I just knowledge stone. What's that? Sacks. You know, not really much stuff in the way of buildings, you know? It's a bit odd, this planet. Is it an unlucky planet for me? I don't know. Just restorative. Smoking over there. You've always got to think, sometimes smoke means, it usually means damaged machinery, but it can sometimes be a ship. So sometimes you gotta do a bit of smoke spotting, because then you could find a ship. Ship here. You do. Need to hold out too. I want to head south, east. White rock. I bet you need a. You probably need a special mining beam to get that. We'll try. And go back to the cave. Yes. When was that cave? Somewhere. Also can't find it. There it is. Bed down here for the night. For the day. Leave. Be one step here. Nearly, but not quite. at least. At some point I've got to get me a cave. Got to get me a cave. Proper cave. Yep. Leave entrance. Okay. So this is where we're gonna stay tonight. Just take that poison out. Oops. Used the wrong beam. But we'll go right down here. So this is where we're going to bed for the night. So thanks for joining me, and we'll get that ship eventually. See you in the next one.